What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Emperor TV, and today we will be reviewing Zeus Bad Boys Dominican Republic Season 2. So this episode continues off with a cliffhanger of Noel and Jada fighting, which is diabolical in my opinion, because why are y'all fight? Like, Jada, he really don't care this season. If anybody wanted, you can get it. And Noel, as y'all saw from last episode, he's clearly emotional about his grandpa, and we just learned in the confessionals Jada saying he lost his grandma, and his grandma said don't come to his funeral, don't come to her funeral, my mistake. And it's just honestly giving trauma. And Jada is really looking like the antagonist. Oh man. So they fought a couple rounds. They fought inside in their phone room again, then they fought outside. Honestly, it was just kind of hard to tell who really won, but of course Jada, did his big one as the antagonist of the season. Corey and Cozy are in the hospital because of their fights. Cozy got into it with Ant, so I guess he kind of injured his nose a little bit. He was fine, but Corey, his hand was clearly messed up, so that's why he had to go to the hospital, because of his finger. And the house meeting, Landon is calling the house meeting, and it's about to start. Shawty and Jada get into it. Oh, let me go back. Shawty and Jada get into it because of his eye, Jada's eye, and Jada won because he kind of flipped him over that couch. Jada, he definitely is giving Bad Boy this season. I have to give him that. And John does not like Blue, sis Blue lingering around him. So he's asking him, like, do you need that? Do you want to fight? And they just continue to go back and forth and argue. And pretty much Ant is just chilling. I like how he hasn't really been engaging as much. He's just really just chilling. If anybody has a problem with him, he's going to do something. But until then, he just on chill mode. He just keeping it fresh, keeping it cordial as he should. And I like that about Ant. Oh, and Landon is telling everyone to stand on business. Y'all came here to do y'all big one and make a show, basically. So a voting took place off camera, and Landon says Noel has the most votes. And to be honest, why does it seem like Landon and Pootie are kind of running the house? No shade, they are running the house. And Landon is a quick one. I give him that. He real quick when he come to fight Noel. So I like Noel. Noel is getting a star because y'all keep making him the star. Y'all keep fighting him. So, but Landon, of course, he would all love it. He now that's TV. He got the face. He won, I guess. And Pootie fights Noel as well. So yeah, that's just that. That's just that. They said Landon and Pootie are one in this experience. They came in together. They gonna sit together, and I'm here for that. And Check the Star is also like the second one with the highest amount of votes to go home. And Lynx is, I said let's see. Lynx is very, very entertaining because I have to agree with him on that. Like, if you're going to let somebody just put their hands on you and not do nothing bad, then you're not a bad boy. This is bad boys. You're supposed to stand on all 10 toes. And if anybody put their hands on you, you put your hands on them back. So then they get to fight. In the first couple of rounds, Check the Star thought he did something because he saw Lynx on the floor, but it was clearly nothing. He got right back up. Y'all went a third round, and he got that eye. Poor Check the Star. I feel so bad. And you could tell Jonathan is a nurse because he was just making sure he was good and everything like that. Shout out to Jonathan. He doing something outside of this show. He working, unlike some of these folks out here on Bad Boys, but that's no shade. And he do need to play football because him and Sis Blue, they get into it again, arguing. And then he literally tackles Sis Blue on the couch. So clearly, Jonathan won that. Mm-hmm. That was funny. And once again, Ant is just chilling. And I have to agree with him because we have not really seen much of anything besides just the fighting, and he honestly just chilling. Landon says he's quiet. Nobody really voted for Ant, which I wouldn't have voted for him either. It's like let's open up the experience first. Like let's talk, get to know each other, and then develop issues and problems, and then fight. So yeah, Landon voted for Ant because I guess he too quiet or whatever. Okay. So Landon and Pootie are talking in the bedroom, saying how they gonna stick together. You gonna run your phase, I'm gonna run my phase over here, and I like that. I mess with that. The duo. And then Jada comes in and talks about his issues with Noel, and the whole phone situation. And Landon's pretty much how everybody is reacting. That's crazy how you fought that boy over that. So then they also talking about Island Boy arrival to the house. Island Boy's coming in. I guess they have issues off camera from the show. So we'll see when Island Boy comes in. So we go to the next scene, and the boys are chilling by the pool, talking about the day. The other boys, John, Cozy, and Lynx, are talking in the living room. Corey comes back to the hospital with a skirt, with a skirt on. I mean, a bad boy is whatever you want. You can dress how you want to dress, act how you want to act. A bad boy is a lifestyle at the end of the day. Okay, okay, all right. And Lynx is funny to me. That he definitely is one of my favorites because I love his personality. If I was in the house, I would have bonded with him. We would have been laughing and kiki the whole time. And Shawty and Jada, they get into a fight again. And the funny part is Jada's eyes messed up from the first day they fought. And he says, every time my eye irritated, I get irritated. I want to fight again. So they fought again. And I'm thinking, oh God, they fight in this pool. Please don't nobody drown. Man. So here comes Island Boy. And finally, I'm excited about this. He's an Aries. I'm an Aries. We have, follow each other on Instagram. We talked a little bit. I like Island Boy. And he's welcomed by everybody. John the Don is doing his accent in the confessionals. John the Don is another funny one to me. Very entertaining. He starts doing his accent, and I guess he came in and welcomed Island Boy with open arms as well. Everyone welcomes Island Boy except for Jada. Island Boy and Jada instantly get into it in the living room, and pretty much he's telling everyone that Jada will fight anybody, and he's trying to make Pootie and Landon fight. So after that, Jada gets sick and tired. He thinks Island Boy is coming in with lies, and he asks him what he want to do. Island Boy flies over the couch. A lot of flying and jumping over couches and stuff. Crazy. So yeah, they instantly address their beef. The second round, Jada kind of slid on the floor. Island Boy did connect with his punch, but he kind of just slid back a little bit. I don't think really nothing of it because Jada got right back up and they got to fighting again. Honestly, I have to say it was kind of like neck and neck between both of them because both of them tall. Both of them fight very, very well. So I have to say it's a tie. I have to say it's a tie. Even though towards the very end, I guess Island Boy kind of like pulled a hamstring and had to talk to a medic. But then again, okay. Okay. They both stood in the paint. Paris feels like he's in the middle because he's friends with both of them. And all honesty, I just kind of feel like he kind of did a little bit too much. But that's whatever. It's like, why do you feel like you're in the middle? Like, if anything, you could just be mediating the problem, mediating the issue, and figuring out, can y'all resolve this? But okay, Jada runs up on Corey out of nowhere because Corey, he runs up and then he does a cartwheel with, mind you, he has a whole injured hand, a whole injured arm, and then he decides to run up and then flip around. I'll be wanting to fight him too, because boy, if you could do a cartwheel with a broken hand and everything, you can get up and you can fight. So this cat's is something else. So, meanwhile, I have to, once again, I agree with Ant. Nobody is really, nobody, I mean, of course, y'all are showing the fighting and everything. That's going to happen anyway. But I feel like nobody's really showing their true personality for real, for real. And I have to agree with Ant on that. Y'all just fighting just because. Ant is honestly the most chill one so far. And I like that. We all like a chill. And that's why he's getting like majority of some screen time in the interviews and stuff. Because he's honestly just chilling, giving his opinion on everything and observing as he should. Okay. Island Boy in Paris. That scene was funny. Because it's like, I guess Paris is mad because he don't like to see both of his friends fight. And then Paris like, y'all stress me, I need a cigarette. And Island was like, you don't need no cigarette. And then they get to, it was like a playful argument. It was funny. And that's pretty much the whole entire episode, y'all. And next week looks like Lynx and Landon are fighting. I really don't know why they're getting into it, but we're going to find out. And Pootie and Corey. Corey, honestly, I feel like Corey just need to, don't be even standing up. Just chill and watch everything because Pootie is not playing that with you. Landon ain't it's like... Pootie was not playing. So they end up fighting or whatever. Corey doesn't like that. Pootie ran up on him because Corey, just chill. Honestly, just chill, my boy. You injured. Your hand messed up. You don't want to mess it up even more. So just chill out. And Sis Blue and John the Don end up going at it again for the umpteenth time on this bus. And I wonder where they're going. Look like they finally going somewhere to explore Dominican Republic. I'm excited to see them have fun besides just the fighting. And to piggyback off, I really want to know why Lynx and Landon are getting into it. So, and that pretty much is the whole episode. Thanks for tuning in. Until next week, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know your opinions down below.